Hello everybody. This is a ukulele tutorial video on how to play the latest song that we've been given in class. Bob Marley's Three Little Birds, also known as Don't Worry About a Thing, Be Happy. And yeah, I feel like during this bizarre, turbulent time that we're in, this song really resonates with me. So hopefully you get some solace and enjoyment out of it as well. Let me just first play through it, and then we'll dive into how we can play it. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true, saying this is my message to you. Alright, so that's the song, just so you get familiar with how it sounds. Oh man, and I have not combed my hair or anything. This is definitely quarantine living. So I'll get a little bit closer here so you can see what we've got. There are two different strumming patterns that we can use here. Number one up here is what I was just doing, this tap, strum, tap, strum. That's a little bit more complicated than number two. Number two is just simple down strums, 4 strums per chord. So all the chords are given to us right over here. If you see, we have the C chord, the F chord, and that relatively new G chord that we used with I'm Yours. Remember that the way that these chord charts are written out, it's like a vertical ukulele. So if you look at that C chord, for instance, these are the strings. Sorry, it's like a reverse mirror that I'm trying to film with here. And if you see, you put the number, we're looking at our C chord here. Put the number 3, your ring finger, on the 3rd fret of the A string. So with all these charts, all right, this is the A string, this is the E string, the C string, and then this one is the G string. So if you notice here, this is the F chord over here, the G chord over here. So it's just like a vertical ukulele. That's how you want to look at it. Just like this. That's how the chart is. And then this is the A string, E, C, and then E. G. Alright, so if we get into our playing position and we tune up, pretty good. G, C, D, A. Our C chord. Let's make our C chord, right? So belly, back of the ukulele against your belly. You do thumbs up. You do thumbs up, or the whole idea with your left hand is to get that nice curve with your fingers, to get that sort of claw shape. So the reason why we first start out with the left thumb is that helps you get that nice curve with your left hand, okay? If that doesn't feel comfortable though anymore, you can use, you see how I have this? I'm not using my left thumb anymore as the back, holding it back. Instead, I just have this part, the sort of fleshy part of my palm here, holding back, and it's sort of just resting here. But remember that you shouldn't be trying to hold it with your left hand, okay? So if we look at how our C chord sounds, you can do it like this with the back of the thumb, with the thumb on the back of the ukulele neck, like this, right? I got my ring finger, number 3, on the 3rd fret of the A string. You could also do this though, where I sort of have my palm up against the back of the ukulele neck. The only thing that you don't want is you don't want your wrist to be like that. You want it to be nice and sort of your forearm should be nice, straight, parallel to the ukulele neck. So anyway, we got our C chord. 4 strums per chord. Then our next chord, F. Sorry, let me take this off. F. Take a look at that. There we go. Nice curve you see with our fingers, fingertips. So we have our middle finger here on the 2nd fret of the G string. Sorry, I'm trying to get these other fingers out of the way. Open C string. Then we have our first finger, number 1, on the 1st fret of the E string. So 2, open, 1, and then the string closest to the floor, A, is open. 2, open, 1, open. There you go. That's our F chord, and then finally our G chord. I like building it from the bottom up. Middle finger on 2nd fret of the A string. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then we reach up. That's why you got to have that nice curve with your hand, fingertips only. First finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. And this one, especially if this is uncomfortable to be using the thumb, you can do that, or you can do this. Okay? So open, when you're playing the G chord, it's open, 2, 3, 2. This is our G chord. And when you play any of these chords, you strum all 4 strings at once using your thumb. So, looking again at this music and this PDF here, it's available on Blackboard for you to look at. It's say if we just do 4 strums per chord, right? The lyrics don't exactly line up perfectly with the chords. So you might be singing a little bit more of this line before you get to the F chord. But if we just do 4 strums per chord, this is the easier one. This is number 2 in terms of our strumming pattern. It would sound like this. You do if you look here, we got C. We have 2 C's in the very beginning of the song. So that means 8 strums in total, since it's 4 strums per chord. It would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Then F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. And I'm going to sing it from the beginning. 1, 2, here we go. Don't worry about a thing. Get ready for F. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing. Get ready for F. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning and I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds to F just pitched by my doorstep. Back to C, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Alright, so that's the easy, simple down strum. 4 strums per chord, and then singing along. The number 1, more complicated strumming pattern here has what we call the syncopated feeling to it. You're emphasizing not the downbeat, but more the offbeats. So if you see here, this pattern of tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, right? 4 times. That's per chord. Okay? So if we were to do that, what I like to do with this tap strum, let's just try it on the C chord, right? What I like to do is this is with the right hand, so I got my C chord here, and then I do tap, strum. I go up. I do an up strum using this my right index finger. You could use all fingers, doesn't really matter. You can use right index finger. So this is what it would sound like. Tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum. That was once through. So you do that per chord. So the whole thing, that first line where you have to do C for 2 measures basically, don't worry about a thing, that would be this pattern, this tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, times 2, because that just equates for strumming pattern per chord. So the whole thing, that first line would sound like this. On the C chord, tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum. Again, tap, strum, tap, strum, strum, tap, strum. And it would sound like this. I'll do the first 2 lines. Don't worry about a thing. Now to F, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Alright, again, if it feels more comfortable to do down strums, you can do that too. I just want to give you as many options to use whatever you feel comfortable with. So you could do this. Tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum. Now, doing this number 1 strumming pattern is more evocative of the style of the song, the recording. The recording itself is very similar to this. But as you heard when we were just playing it before, strumming pattern number 2, just simple down strums, 4 strums per chord, that works as well. Okay? So good luck. Try playing along with it. I'll try it with you all one more time to send us out using just our simple down strum again, or I could use the strumming pattern number 1, tap, strum. Either one works. So I'll send us out with that. 1, 2, here we go. Worry about a thing. Tap, strum, tap, strum, tap, strum. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Then I'll go back into regular 4 strums per chord. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. 2, 3, 4 this morning, and I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying this is my message to you. 2, 3, 4. Good luck. I hope, I'm telling you, playing this song, it makes me realize that everything will be alright. This is a bizarre, crazy time, but it is only temporary. Everything will be alright. So good luck. Try playing along with this, and I hope everybody is staying safe and sane. I'll see you on the internet later.